Thomas Plunket was an Irish soldier in the British Army 95th Rifles Regiment. He served throughout the Peninsular War and later in the 100 Days Campaign of 1815. He is remembered for a feat at the Battle of Cacabelos during Moore's retreat to Corunna in 1809. Here Plunket shot the French Général de Brigade, Auguste-Marie-François Colbert at a range of around 600 meters using a Baker rifle. Plunket had run forward to make this shot. Before returning to his own lines, he reloaded and shot down Colbert's aide-de-camp La Tour-Maubourg, who had rushed to the aid of the fallen general, which showed that the first shot had not been a fluke. The deaths were sufficient to throw the pending French attack into disarray. The shots were at a sufficiently long distance to impress others in the 95th Rifles, whose marksmanship was far better than the ordinary British soldiers who were armed with a Brown Bess musket and only trained to shoot into a body of men at 50 meters with volley fire. Later life. After the war, Plunket was discharged from the 95th after recovering from the head wound he received at the Battle of Waterloo. Awarded a pension of 60 a day, he soon enlisted back into the army in a line regiment. The regiment was being inspected by his former commanding officer, General Sir Thomas Sidney Beckworth, when the general recognized Plunket and inquired into what had happened to him. He was invited to the officers' mess that night and the next day was promoted to corporal, and soon also had his pension raised to 1 shilling a day with Beckworth's influence. He later renounced his pension in exchange for 4 years' pay in land in Canada, but he returned to England after a year, considering the land unsuitable. Plunket died at Colchester in 1851 or 1852. Several retired officers in the town heard about the death and recognized his name. As a result, they took up a collection for his widow and paid for his funeral.